Welcome to the WorkHARDAholic Show with your host, the original WorkHARDAholic, Shirley Crawford, author, speaker, and small business consultant for over 20 years, helping you to work hard, play harder, and business better. Hello, 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 and welcome back to the WorkHARDAholic Show. I am your host, the original WorkHARDAholic, Shirley Crawford, and today I've made a new friend because we're basically neighbors, and I never knew it. To my right, your left probably, is Tawann Scott. Hello, Tawann. See, now I've learned she has a nickname, so I want to use it, but I haven't had permission yet. So we're gonna stick with Tawann. They don't need to know. Y'all not close yet. Go visit her in her shop, and maybe you can call her our nickname too. So, first and foremost, you have a lovely establishment right on Brooklyn Park Boulevard. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, I own Marie's Hair and Nail Supply, located at 402 West Brooklyn Park Boulevard, here on the north side of Richmond, by my neighbor, Miss Shirley.
I'm right down the street.
And it's a beauty supply store. We have a lot of local vendors, products in the store, and also just beauty supplies for your hair, your nails. We also have nail supplies for our nail techs out there. And we also have two full-time cosmetologists, licensed cosmetologists that work in the store as well.
So when you started this business, like, what made that happen? What was that journey?
Well, it's like maybe almost 10 years ago when I started to think about doing the beauty supply store. I always wanted to do it. I wanted to be an entrepreneur initially because I thought that was like the dream, to be an entrepreneur, because I saw my father, he was an entrepreneur. So I thought, but he actually worked for a company, but his schedule was really cool. It's like, oh, he can just take off today. You don't have to go tomorrow. He can do this. So I was like, hey, that's what I want. I wanted the flexibility. So back then I was looking at getting a beauty supply store, but I really didn't know where to start or who I needed to reach out to. But I knew I wanted to do it just because going into different establishments and them not being able to tell me, hey, I have this 4C hair, what do I need to do with it? What can I put on it that's going to make it not as stiff or not as curly? But no answers. I couldn't get any answers. So, even though you can do research and have someone tell you what to do, it's not the same as you being able to do it yourself. So that was part of my problem. And I also had 3 daughters who also had the 4C type hair. And that was a lot of work for me to do.
For those of you who are going, you don't know what 4C is, go take a visit to Marie's. I'll just leave it right there.
Leave it right there. So that's what started my journey. And at the time, was married, life happened. Married, 3 kids, kids then getting into college. So at one point in time, it's like, okay, either I need to do it now or never do it. So it was basically like, I'm never going to do it because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to get this done. I worked full time. My husband worked full time. We had 3 kids, and just being able to not work is like, okay, well, we can't afford not to be working. We need 2 incomes in my house, and
most homes,
yeah,
2 or 3,
yeah, right. So, and then it got to a point where after years had passed, I went back to the drawing board, and we had our last daughter in college, and it's like, okay, this is about to be the home stretch. So it's like, once she graduates, then I'll go ahead and get my store open and get it done. And my husband was like, listen, you keep saying you're going to do it. If you don't do it now, then it's never going to happen. He's like, if you keep waiting for this opportunity, it's not going to happen. So Cameron was in like her last year. And I said, okay, well, back to the drawing board, got my business plan back together. And then I, got my loans and everything together, personal. No self-funding, all self-funding. So we did that, and that's how Marie's came about. And the store is named after my late grandmother, Marie.
Now, there was a lot in there, right? Mm-hmm. So you mentioned the fact you already had the business plan, though. You just put it into action.
Yes. We had the business plan for a couple of years, but it was just never a good time to say, hey, stop what we're doing. We're going to work on this plan and open the store. It just was never a good time for that. So I thought.
But that's a lesson for like everyone, because there's never a good time. There's never, and you talked about the fact that you had to get personal funding to get the business up and running.
Yes.
And so a lot of people think that there's a grant, there is some funding, that someone's going to step out and make it all happen.
No.
But you did the work.
Yeah. I didn't have a choice because either it was going to be now or never. And I was like, well, I might as well take this chance. At least I tried than not to try at all.
I always say, if you're going to take a chance on someone,
Take
It should be
chances
yourself.
That's
right. We know it, but we still don't get out there and do it. Okay. And so I love the fact that you named it after your grandmother, right? Because that's part of the legacy. You are part of her legacy, and now you're leaving this legacy for your kids.
Yes.
So, but how did you even choose like that location? Because a lot of people are thinking about retail sales, but like, how do you choose, like, where does the shop go?
Well, I chose the location because it's in my neighborhood. I'm always, on Brooklyn Park, whether I'm going, get some food or I'm going to the cleaners or whatever. So I saw that building there and I reached out to my aunt, who's a real estate agent. And just so happened, she had some inside connections and she could find out who owns the building. So we did our homework with that and they was actually looking to rent that building out. So
nothing like, I love the fact. So I am also in this neighborhood and we didn't know each other until today, which is amazing. And so although I have been in the shop, and so I find it very fascinating. There's a lot happening on Brooklyn Park Boulevard these days.
Gosh, yes. We have a lot of new things. We just, probably maybe about 2 months ago, they opened up the kitchen on Brooklyn Park. Shout out to Kitchen on Brooklyn Park. Good food over there. And now we have right down the street, well, actually 1 block down from me, we have a retail space opening up in the bottom half, and then on the top is going to be apartments. Ruby Scoops is moving she's still going to be on Brooklyn Park.
The award-winning.
Yes, but she's moving down to the new building. We cannot wait because now she'll be really within 2 feet from I can walk over and get some ice cream on my lunchtime. So it's a lot of things happening over there on Brooklyn Park. We have a lot of like shops and restaurants and everything, and a few of them are Black owned. So we're, definitely proud of that, but it's coming along.
So for those of you who are listening or who are watching, it's a great time to go over and visit on Brooklyn Park Boulevard. You can go to Marie's. What's the address again?
402 West Brooklyn Park Boulevard.
And how can they reach you?
They can reach me on social media at Marie's Hair and Nail Supply on Instagram and Facebook. And you can also reach me on our website, which is Marie's Hair and Nail Supply Store.com.
So we're going to have this quick commercial break, but don't go away. Stay tuned because you're going to learn more about some events and things that they have coming up at the shop, things that you're going to want to know. All right. See you after this break.
Life can be a struggle. Find hope, healing, and answers at the Abundant Life Church of Christ, a place to encounter God through uplifting worship, singing, prayer, the preach word, and fellowship. One step can change your life. One step could shift your destiny. There has never been a better time to take that step than now. Come be our guest every Sunday at 10 a.m. at the Abundant Life Church of Christ, a place where you belong.
Wouldn't it be convenient and safe to communicate with your dentist, pediatrician, medical doctor, or mental health professional anywhere you are without actually traveling to our medical centers?
Well, you can with a televisit at your local Capital Area Health Network. Call us at 780-0840 or
go to cahealthnet.org.
Find out how a televisit may be your best option. We are the Capital Area Health Network, the heart of the community.
In honor of the Women's Business Center RVA 5-year anniversary, the countdown is on. Ladies, it's time for the WBC RVA Toolkit. You don't want to miss it. It means every Thursday you co-work not for free, but it's included. So that's co-working every Thursday. Each month there's one seminar and one group coaching. So all day Thursday you can come hang out here at the Women's Business Center RVA, and it's just $25 a month. Tell them about it, Joanne.
Yes. And a couple of the topics that we will be talking about, discussing and reviewing and going through are starting a business the right way, because we do want to start off the right way. We're also going to talk about a business model canvas and how your company creates value for its customers. Also goal setting, which is very important. Finances, even developing your pitch, also social media distribution and content, and much, much more. So we are excited about seeing you there. So you can register today at WBCRVA.com.
Welcome back. Okay. Now, you should have been with us for the first part, because then you would know who this lovely lady is to my right. And so here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you her age because it's none of your business. But here's the thing. So Tawann Scott is the owner of Marie's Hair and Nail Supply on Brooklyn Park Boulevard, which I love because that's my neighborhood. It's where I grew up, and it's where I now live again. But here's the thing. You look at her, right? Now you look at the two of us together. If you're listening, you don't get this, but just hold on for a moment. we look like we are decades apart, and we are not. That's all I have to say. So maybe you need the products that she's selling. That's all I'm trying to tell you. So right now, we're gearing up for Christmas. We just had Small Business Saturday. We just had Thanksgiving. We're getting ready for Christmas, right? And so I don't know about anybody else, but I actually give hair supply products as Christmas gifts.
Oh, sweet.
Right.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't know, I am very natural. And so like hair is like a really big thing. Finding the right product. We have to we do like product exchanges.
Yes.
Because
product junkies.
Because but it gets expensive.
Very much
and
so.
just finding what works for you. So what are the types of things that you offer in the store to help educate people, to inform them, and even to give them the wide array of products that they might be able to utilize?
Well, we have an array of products, and most of all the products, well, not all of them, a lot of them are Black owned. So a lot of them are geared towards our hair. We do have some that's not, because those are for, other races of people that want to come in and purchase products as well. But we do educate you on the products that you're purchasing, because we know about them, because I've been there already. Now I'm locked, so it's a little bit different for me wearing my hair out, but I know most of the products. I can tell you what they can do and what they're not going to do. So definitely come in there and check us out. And for the holidays, we run a lot of sales.
Let's pause, because I don't know what y'all, but sale, she said. Okay, tell us.
Okay, so right now we're running a buy one, get one free on our Maui shampoos and conditioners. Buy one, get one free on our Cantu conditioners and shampoos. We have 50% off on our Shea Moisture products. And we have 50% off on our Main Choice products, 40% off on hair bundles. And we also have a sale on some braiding hair as well.
Okay, I'm a Shea Moisture girl, in case I didn't know. So I'll be coming by for that. So for those people who haven't been in the store, like, tell them everything that's involved, because you have more than just products are amazing. Because I am of an age. Well, I remember going into, I went to JMU. We go into the Walmart, because there weren't really any beauty supply stores. And Walmart had barely been there. That's how long ago it was, people. Long ago in a land far away. And to find any type of product that was ethnic, cultural, anything was almost impossible. So it's very exciting now to know that not only there is a place for African-American hair products and others, it's inclusive, but owned by an African-American woman. Like, that's amazing to me all by itself. So as we're celebrating like Small Business Saturday, because I think that should be every day, and also getting ready for Christmas, you're talking about the specials, you're talking about the sales, but I also know that you have the cosmetologists, you have estheticians. Like, tell us more about the rest of the package of Marie's.
So we do also have a lot of local owned products, some that's local, that are handmade, that are out of the state, and some that's local. So we have a couple of different, 2 estheticians that sell their products in the store. One is Zori Beauty, and she's based out of California. We have another who is the Bliss Bar, and she's based out of Atlanta, Georgia. So we have skin products. We also have the first Black owned nail supply store products, and she's located in Norfolk. Her name is her store is the Dime Nail Supply. So all of my nail techs out there, please stop by and check her products out. They go pretty quickly. They're very good products. We carry her products as well. What else? What else did you ask me? Because I forgot. You asked me about all the local products. Well, we have a lot of local products.
Yes, and also about the things that make Marie's different.
We have
from everyone else's place.
Okay. And also with Marie's, we have 2 licensed cosmetologists that work in the store as well. So just say you're shopping around and you're like, hey, I may need to get an appointment to get my hair done. You can also do that at Marie's as well. Come in there and get your hair done. And I also do microlocks. So if you interested in microlocks, you can get a consultation, give me a call or shoot me a DM, and we can set that up for you as well.
I just love the idea, because I know, like, when I go into some shops, one, the experience is totally different and how I'm sometimes treated. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. But then also when I'm trying to talk to someone, especially if you are undergoing a change. So like some people, they're, balding. Other people like me, I've been gray my whole life. People don't, I just have more now. Or people are transitioning their hair. It's a whole other experience to be able to know that I'm talking to someone who actually can answer my questions.
Or who've been there with you already.
right?
Transitioning from a relaxer to natural is a big thing.
Oh, yes, it is.
Woo.
Oh,
And
you
it's a
know
long
what?
process.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to go backwards. We're just moving forward. So for
do
those people who are out there who have those questions, who have those thoughts, one, where's the shop located again?
402 West Brooklyn Park Boulevard, Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, and how can they reach you online?
You can reach me on Facebook or Instagram at Marie's Hair and Nail Supply.
Okay, and then I know before you were talking about thinking about a newsletter.
Yes, newsletter at our email address, which is marieshairandnailsupply@gmail.com.
So for those of you out there who are struggling and trying to figure out the perfect gift, feel free to give me some Shea Moisture products.
Yep, they're on sale.
See, there you go. An inexpensive gift for me. Thank you. Thank you so very much. It's a great gift. Also, you can learn more about your own hair care and skincare. If you want to look this young, not this young. If you want to look just as young as Tawann over here, you might want to also go in and have a visit. So once again, thank you so much for coming in and being with us today. I will be back in the stop. I will be back in Marie's, especially for the sale. Just in case you want to get it from me, I'm going to get some for myself.
And the sale runs through the end of the year, actually January 2nd.
All right, you heard it here. All right, so make sure you go support a local small business owner who is also supporting other local small business owners. Thanks again for coming our way.
Thank you for having me, guys.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
And we'll see you all again after this commercial break.
Peace. Bye.
Ladies, are you looking to move your office from your kitchen table to a space of your own? Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you looking for co-working and community? Well, then come join us at the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 100, directly across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn. Visit us on the web at wbcrva.com or on social media at WBCRVA.
Listen, attorney Alex Taylor is a soldier in a suit, defending anyone with criminal charges, DUIs, and more. Call Alex Taylor, your soldier in a suit, at 804-500-5000.
I'm Alex Taylor. Don't face your criminal charges alone. Put a former prosecutor with 30 years of experience on your side. Let me show you how a soldier fights for your freedom.
Call 804-500-5000 or go to alextaylorlaw.com.
In honor of Women's History Month, we bring you a powerhouse of women in business. Join us for this dynamic, limited 3-part series, Women and Entrepreneurship, starting on March 29th.
All right, now it's time for Fashion and Entrepreneurship with Ashley Jefferson.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ashley Jefferson of VA Style Magazine, and you're listening to Fashion and Entrepreneurship on WorkHARDaholics. Today, we're delving into a crucial aspect of business, and that's maintaining the quality of your products. Using Chanel as a case study, we'll explore the significance of constant quality and how it can impact your brand's reputation. Sticking with us for the next few minutes or so, let's unravel the story behind maintaining excellence in your offerings. Chanel is an iconic name synonymous with luxury and excellence. For decades, they set the standard in the fashion world. However, recent murmurs about the decline in the quality of their products have left many questioning. Let's explore why and how they can possibly get that momentum back. Chanel, like any successful brand, built its reputation on a foundation of quality. From the craftsmanship of their products to the timelessness of their pieces to their attention to detail in their fragrances, Chanel's legacy is rooted in a commitment to excellence. The impact of product quality extends far beyond the immediate transactions. It's about building trust, fostering loyalty, and ensuring the longevity of the brand. Chanel's success didn't happen overnight. It was meticulously crafted through a dedication to quality that resonated with customers. When a customer purchases a Chanel product, they're not just buying an item, they're investing in a piece of the brand's legacy. However, the road to maintaining quality is not without its challenges. As companies expand and production scales up, there's often a risk of compromising on the very essence that makes them successful, and that's their quality. With Chanel, recent concerns have surfaced about a potential decline in the quality of some products. This serves as a reminder that even the most esteemed brands can face challenges in persevering the standards they've set. So, how does a brand like Chanel navigate the challenges of maintaining quality over time? Let's explore these strategies. Regular quality control measures, staying true to the brand's heritage, and listening to customers' feedback are all essential. It's a delicate balance of innovation and tradition, ensuring that each product reflects the values that define the brand. When concerns about quality arise, addressing them promptly and transparently is crucial. Chanel, like any responsible brand, needs to engage with the customer base and provide clarity on steps taken to maintain and enhance product quality. Transparency builds trust. Brands that openly acknowledge and rectify quality issues demonstrate a commitment to their customers and the integrity of their products. As we conclude this explanation or exploration of maintaining product quality using Chanel as a lens, remember that a brand's success is intrinsically tied to the consistent delivery of quality. Whether you're Chanel or a burgeoning startup, the principles remain the same. Quality is key. Thank you for joining me, Ashley Jefferson, for Fashion and Entrepreneurship right here on WorkHARDaholics. To learn more about this story, please visit me online at vastylemag.com.
So once again, we want to say a special thank you to Tawann Scott of Marie's Hair and Nail Supply for being with us today. And if you were listening on that conversation, part of what we were discussing is how do you stand out? How do you make yourself different? How do you get people to be drawn into you versus everyone else? On that note, it's really important that you learn how to stand out. And so if your goal and aspiration is to be background, then this conversation isn't for you. All right. So I've shared this book before, but it's been years. So for those of you who've only recently become fans, I want to share it again. Right. And it's called Normal Gets You Nowhere by Kelly Cutrone. And if you've ever seen her, she's a fashion icon, which I always find amusing because she's always wearing black. Like no matter what's happening, doesn't matter what the trend is or what the style is, she's always wearing black. She always has this gothic look about her. But I was really fascinated by a lot of the conversations she shares in the book. So as a business owner, we know it's critical that you stand out. We know it's critical that, you be above the noise, but how do you do that authentically? Do you just make different changes because this is how I'm going to stand out and it's not really you? That's not going to work. It won't last. It's not sustainable. So one of the tips that Ms. Cutrone shares in her book, which I thought was really fascinating, it's really all about being authentic to yourself and not just following along with the norms and the standards. So in part, like right now, we just had Thanksgiving. And then of course, now we're getting ready for Christmas. And so in that vein, one of the things she says is, okay, so for those of you who did not celebrate Thanksgiving, you're having a Harvest Day or a Native American Indigenous People Day. If you're doing one of these other holidays and you're like, it doesn't line up with you, then this piece of advice will make sense for you. So she suggests that rather than saying the federal government decides which holidays you'll have for your business, it's your business, pick them for yourself. So her suggestion was for your employees that you just give them 10 days off a year, in addition to anniversary or whatever else, but 10 days a year that is their holiday time that they can use whenever they want to. And so when you think about it, it sounds like a simple thing, but it's kind of innovative because now your employees they're empowered to determine when they want to celebrate. So like for me, when I'm growing up, I always talk about that whole why be normal. Have I told you all that story? In middle school, I used to wear the button that said, why be normal? And I still ask, why? Why is that your goal and aspiration? Because here's the thing. So y'all know I love to geek out. Do y'all know that there is still like debate about when, for those who celebrate Christmas and the birth of Jesus Christ, there's still debate on when that birthday actually was. It could have been February, it could have been September. So December 25th is actually a made up date based off of another holiday that the Romans had during that time period. It has nothing to do with his birthday. So I always said because of which I celebrate it when I feel like it, which is normally in February. So if that's really the essence of who you are as a business owner, that's a really interesting way for you to stand out. So now you're offering your employees the option of saying, pick your own holidays and we're going to do the work from there. Another thing that she mentioned that I thought was really fascinating, she was talking about this should be interesting for a lot of you, the morality of Thanksgiving, right? And so this whole idea that it's about harvest, and if this is bothering your sensibilities, then just take a pause. You'll be okay. It'll be all right. But for a lot of people thinking about Thanksgiving, which was supposed to be a time of peace and celebration with the Native Americans who helped basically rescue the colonists who came to the now United States of America. But in turn, they look and see all the travesties that were done to Native Americans. So that might not be the holiday of choice for you either. So the point is, as you're really thinking about who you are as a business, what's authentically you, you don't have to do what everyone else is doing. And that even comes down to what federal holidays you give to your employees. Okay, I thought it was fascinating. So once again, those thoughts in particular were from Kelly Cutrone and Normal Gets You Nowhere. And so as we're talking about standing out, being different, a lot of times we still have this mentality that if you build it, they will come. I hate to be the one to tell you it's a lie. That's why we have abandoned malls now, because they built it and no one came or people forgot about it. And so part of the reason why you'll see my face popping up in all kinds of places. So I want to say, with that in mind, I want to say a special thank you to Very Ashley and the VA Style magazine, where we were very honored to be featured talking about the Women's Business Center RVA. For those of you who've known me for a long time, you know I'm still an introvert. I still want to go back and be on my own. But here's the thing. If you have a business, a product, or service, if you're not telling people every week, if you're not putting out newsletters and sending out social media posts and posting, I always say at least twice a day, people will forget that you exist. It's human nature. If you think about how many emails you get, how many spam, all these random pieces of mail, we are attacked every day. Even as you look at television, every 2 seconds, there's a new image. There's something else that's popping up. How are you going to stand out? Right now, we're having an employee shortage, right? It's hard to come by qualified employees because they have other options. And so if you're trying to fight for that, what are you offering that's different? What do you understand about your audience? What do you understand about your potential employees? For example, if you're looking to hire millennials, studies show that they want to work for a company that's doing something socially conscious and aware. Are you? And so if that's the population you're trying to reach, then you need to know what they're looking for. If you're saying you're out here and you have this high caliber product or service, are you advertising to that target market? Are you reaching people where they are so that they can learn more about you, more about what you offer, and be that true customer for you? So, status quo is over. We're getting ready for 2024. As you're making that preparation, really think about how can you stand out? Is that going to be more articles about you? Are you sending out more press releases? Are you sending out more social media posts? Are you partnering with an influencer? What are you going to do to make sure that for 2024, you stand out above the crowd? All right, as we always say, live better, do better, be better, and happy entrepreneuring. Ta-ta!
Like, share, subscribe, repeat. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. 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 Thanks for tuning in to WorkHARDaholics. Support our show by following on YouTube and all major social media platforms at WorkHARDaholic. Until next week, happy entrepreneuring.